right, so I'm gonna read some Detroit poems. My favorite thing to write about, I'm a poet, I've been a poet for a long time. But my favorite things to write about as a poet is the city of Detroit. So you guys mind if I share some Detroit poems with you all? All right, sweet. All right, first one. I love my city, y'all. It's got big houses, it's got small houses. It's got pretty lawns, and it's got some not so pretty lawns, right? It's got a corner store, it's got a corner church where the bright suits pray until their knees hurt. That view from Belle Isle, just go right until you see that Long Bridge frown. And at the right time, you might see the sunlight smile on the Detroit River. I'm a Detroit sinner, God save us all. I'm so afraid I'll fall. My brothers can't resolve without letting off. It's Detroit versus the world. Detroit, stand up, real love in the hour of what word? I love my city, though. It's so beautiful. If you ain't from here, then you should come here. And if you're from here, then you should love here. We share blood here. I love my city, y'all. Thank you. That was great. All right. It's another short one. My favorite poet is Paul Laurence Dunbar, if anybody knows about Dunbar. So I kind of wrote this in tribute to him and his style, but it's, again, about Detroit. Of all the many dreams I hoard, tickets for flights I've yet to board, where the soil is rich with words enjoyed. The palms are weathered but still support, the women weathered yet still comfort. Where leaves and fall, they fall, the chords and bees in spring don't sting, they sing. Ha! My lonely heart tethers to one escort. My mane has roots in dear Detroit. Thank you. End the poem, thank you. This is for my old school Detroiters that remembered old school Cass Corridor. Make some noise if you remember that vibe. All right, good. It's for you guys. Being right we're in Wayne State right here seems appropriate. Here we go. If I'm to talk about the corridor, I know that narrow, suffocating stroll where streetwalkers in neon clothes or threads will prance up cats with them funny, tricky goals, the darkness of it all still. 20-something years later, the danger of parking on them side streets still lurking, the late-night quest to visit mainstay buildings with shiny new names that reflect this new village, this commune of consumers with expensive bicycles. Hey, I just want to be accepted, not as new, as authentic, said the black man with the jitney. Before the Uber, before that Lyft, he was part of this economy. Before that dichotomy, this half called the knots, the other half called the gots. And I won't forget the goats, the characters, the dark rooms, the deep bass, the sale sign slapped on the flat backside of a ghost that cannot be revived, only replaced. I'm familiar with all the haunts and all the crazy wild stories that took place. Oh, my Wayne State kinfolk. This I know, spin me around blindfolded off any street off Cass, and I swear to God, I'm gonna find my narrow way back home. Hey. Or perhaps I'll find my way to the Bronx bar. Perhaps that's preferable for the drowning of a sorrow, thoughts of friends I used to know. When all of this new and shiny, it was raw, it was gritty, it was real, it was exciting. See, I'd walk past that bar, and I'd see the white and the black faces, now older, still nameless, still way cooler than me. Ha! A punk song from my homeboy Crazy Dan for East Palmer and Woodward. I regret that we never played chess on that old glass countertop. Ha! And I miss our conversations about our city and these rapid changes, the displacement of the seniors, the ordaining of that Caesar, and the quickening of fever, pitching ideas over wood oven pizza, us fools. We should have thought bigger. When the land was cheaper, our collective attention skewed eastern. This was our sacred raw speck of dust on the land of Michigan, and on that speck we were living microscopic, simple dreams, simple sins. But now, 20-something years later, on my 40-something birthday, I remember being, let's say, 20. And now I have kids, right? I used to be one of these cool kids. Now I have kids, and I consume these bougie conveniences, these things I never thought that would come. You could call it a progress me. I'm going to call that a sure thing, wide open for the right ones with that paper of green. This is for my brother, jean jacket, a million friggin' buttons, the king of Cass adorned is his crown. And to all the young misfits, promise to enjoy it. Treat each single alley like it's sacred, and please, for the love of God, pick up your garbage. Pop in those new pop-ups and hop on that gentry train, but respect that bumpy road underneath that bike lane. Cass Corridor, the original name. Thank you. About a year ago, I was blessed to actually write a commissioned poem for our Detroit Lions. Make some noise for our Lions, by the way. Lions, right? And actually, because it's really cool, I actually won 2 Emmys for this poem I'm about to share right now, 2 regional Emmys, so I'm happy about that. You gotta say regional to keep it real, you know what I'm saying? But it was an honor and it's a blessing, and so I'm gonna share this poem with you guys if you wanna hear it. Here we go. For our Lions, and for the city, really, right? Who knows grit more than us? Dedication more than us. With a sun at dawn, dependable, a sonnet unforgettable, Detroit shows up. We bear the weather, bare bones of rush, second shift workers on that city bus, and we share one pride for family, community, working Monday morn to Saturday eve, saving Sundays for the unity, communing in living rooms, basement screens, small or large, mama's kitchen, man cave in the garage, sports radio and cars, tailgates at Eastern Market. Rest in peace. A seeing Honolulu blue from near to afar. Our silver shines when the days are dark. And we're from Detroit. Detroit shows up. Tell me, who's more faithful than us? Who works harder than us? We've cheered the wins, decried the cause. We've cried the tears. Remotes were tossed together. We've been through it all, and we expect tough, yet and still we show up. We're not a running gag, a punchline, a sad story, depressing headline, an afterthought, or laughing stocks. We fought for every gain we've got. Nothing ever came easy, not for us. We stack the boxes, sweep the dust in steel-toe boots and cleats. We trust. We're from Detroit, and Detroit shows up. My last poem, and I want to thank you guys for the opportunity. Thank Charlie, all of show some love for the whole staff and TEDx, everybody. Man, this is beautiful, so thank you so much. This right here is a short, quick poem. I'm gonna read it twice, and it's for you guys, okay? Sometimes it takes a while to really be who you are in life and to really feel comfortable in your own skin. So this is about being who you are, no matter who you are. Here we go. Twice. I threw myself into myself to find myself, and I found myself awaiting me, impatiently with tapping fingers, shaking knees, welcome, finally, us here inside of we. Ha, 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 ha. I threw myself into myself to find myself, and I found myself awaiting me, impatiently with tapping fingers, shaking knees, welcome, finally, us here inside of we. Thank you.